Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for coming to my presentation. At this moment, I will present my final project about turning attachment for duplicate turning process on conventional lathe machine. First, I will introduce myself. My name is Wildan Al Fanany, Program Study Design and Manufacturing Engineering, with NRP is 0660400006. Okay, it's all of my introduction. Let's start to the main topic. Design and manufacture of turning attachment for duplicate turning process on conventional lathe machine. With my supporting lecturer, Bayu Wiro Karuniawan, STMT, and Dika Aditya Purnomo, SST, MT. The background. Indonesia is the one of the big country who have a big role in the manufacturing industry. On a national scale, the sector contributes into an increase in economy by 20.27% by shifting the role of commodity-based to manufacturing-based. At least Indonesia being the biggest manufacturing base in Southeast Asia. In global manufacture, Indonesia stands on 9th position from the whole of nations in the world. The potential of manufacturing sector growth in Indonesia forces the company to be more productive. The one effort to increase the productivity is the manpower who's skilled and also competent. Okay, next slide. Higher education institutions have an important role to create skilled and competent human resource. Polytechnic of Shipbuilding Surabaya is the one of institution who oriented on vocation study, has committed to create skilled and competent human resource, especially on maritime industry and other industrial sector. To comply with Permenristek Dikti number 55, number 44, year 2050 about National Higher Education Standard, PPNS began to apply the teaching factory learning model. Teaching factory implementing the real standards of industrial sector to build the skill of human research and also to be expected to make cooperation with industry to make a commercial product. PPNS workshop provide a production facility such as CNC lathes and conventional lathes. Conventional lathe have a lot of weakness if it compared to a CNC lathe. Because of that weakness, the conventional lathe need an improvement to be able for duplicating workpiece of materials by adding an attachment to the tool post of conventional lathes. From the problems, the writers made this problem as a research material for final project, who named as design of turning attachment for duplicating process on conventional lathes. Okay, we skip to the next slide. Yeah, you can see in there, this is research problems, how to design a turning attachment on lathe machine, how to manufacture, production cost, and stress analysis in a turning attachment on a lathe machine. How does the turning attachment works on conventional lathe machine? And this is research objective. You can see this. We do the next slide. The research delimitation. The turning attachment should be mounted on conventional lattice with brand Harrison M250, who the small lattice that PPNS have. The turning attachment does not paying attention to the surface roughness of the workpiece. The maximum length workpiece is below 50 mm. The maximum workpiece diameter is 35 mm. The welding strength and bolt strength we consider safety. The material testing for trial is aluminum with HSS tools. Does not discuss the measurement of force using dynamometers. Does not discuss optimization machine parameters. And then this is a flowchart. The same flowchart for Ulrich method for this research by making 3 design concept, filtering, and trial, and yeah. And this is identification of list and needs. So for this model, strengths, ergonomy, manufacture and assembly, and then the maintenance. This is chapter 4, design concept. This is the first design concept with turning attachment with top plates with inside spring using pull springs. And then this is design concept 2 using compression springs, tugas inside, and the design concept 3 using pull spring that placed outside. This is section of design concept in operation. The tree of design concept is the same, and this is the geometry. The design concept 1 has a length of 155 millimeters, and the width is 135. The height is 60 millimeters, and weight is 2.47 kilograms. The design concept 2 length is 130 millimeters. The width is 125. The height is 65 millimeters. The weight is 2.31 kilograms. The design concept 3 length is 135 millimeters. With the width is 140, and the height is 62.5 millimeters, and the weight is 2.48 kilograms. The biggest ones. And the compatibility of the 3 design concept is a whole is the same because we make it for conventional lathe reduction M250 toolbox. And then this is the assembly. The design 1 and design 3 is the easiest one because we just need to attach just only one components to the toolbox before we can start to assembly each others. It does not include the bracket of mal because that was different parts. And this is the weight of the 3 design concept, and the design concept 3 has more weight with 2,487.99 grams, and the lightest one is design concept 2. The fabrication process. The design concept 1 and design concept 2 has the same step of fabrication with 11 steps, but in the design concept 3 it just needs a 9 step of fabrication. It makes it easier. And then it is the point of selection design concept, and the concept 3 is choose because the highest absolute value is 4.1 and relative value is 28%. And then this is the strength analysis. This is the documentation of fabrication of dovetail sliding components. This is the tool post component assembly fitting and bracket components. And then we start on the cost. The total cost of producing the turning attachment is 3,144,000 rupiah. And this is the mechanism. You can see this is 2 springs who attach on the top of the upper plates in there. It will make the imitator always kept on the path, in there. So if the toolbox is moved on the right or to the left, the upper plate will move forwards and backwards according to the mouth, because the imitator will keep going in this contour. Then this is a video of assembly mechanism. You can see the mechanism a little bit in the end of the video because I make it time lapse. So we start to see this. The original toolbox of the turning attachment should be detached and replaced by turning attachment. This is the mechanism, you can see that. Okay. And then this is the trial process. The material in there is aluminum with geometry is 31.61 millimeters, and the tools is HSS. The process is take a full time, so I make it speed up in there, but we just keep it because the limitation of time for presentation is 15 minutes. Let's in the middle, you can see this. The attachment work properly. But the main problem is this attachment climb the cannot climb the mall without 39 degrees. This is the result. The left one is 0.2 millimeters of heating, and the right one is 0.5 millimeters of heating. Okay. Then the next slide. This is the result of the trial. And the parameter is this. The RPM is 350 RPMs with the depth of fit is 0.2 millimeters. And the last is conclusion. Design of turning attachment using SolidWorks and AutoCAD software. Research using Ulrich's method by making 3 concepts and consider the best concept to meet the criteria of selection, and for the last concept 3 selected. The fabrication process consists of marking process, cutting, milling, griding, wire cut, tapping, welding, and drilling. The value of total cost of our turning attachment is 3,144,000 rupiah. Stress analysis of turning attachment determined a safe to hold 186.3 Newton of load, with maximum material yield strength is 278. The turning attachment works by sliding forwards and backwards following the pattern of mal by using imitation or assembled on upper plate components. Turning attachment using dovetail sliding as a movement forward and backwards with full spring system to make the imitator follow the pattern of the mal. The recommendation: for the next research, the sliding mechanism should be better than the last research. Do evaluation and repair for dovetail sliding mechanism, because the mechanism gets in trouble when climbing the pattern over 39 degrees. For the next research, the attachment should be universal without breaking the components of lathe machine. Improve the design to make it more attractive so the turning attachment seems more familiar. Discussion. Thank you for watching my presentation video. See you next time.